Hey and welcome back to the Flying Shapes video tutorial series. In this part I'm going to show you some of the basic concepts, that is, how does computer-aided design, a professional CAD tool in VR work, what are the basic principles, and what do I need to know to understand the general concept of this software, because of course the interface is probably new to most of our viewers. So I'm going to put on the VR headset now. You see this main window. I'm going to scale this up to full screen. If, and this is usually the case by default, this view does not follow the headset, you need to press space once. This toggles a mode between like an external camera and a camera that follows the headset. And so I have this set on now, and I'm going to scale this up for you. And so here we go into the VR part of the application. I'm using the HTC Vive Pro now. You could do that just as well with the HTC Vive, but this one has the better resolution. And we also support Oculus Rift, but there'll be a dedicated video how the controls behave for the Oculus Rift or Oculus Touch controllers. So once you're inside the application, you see your surroundings are pretty simple. We have a very reduced surrounding, and try to make sure you don't get distracted inside the application. So I'm going to go through the different parts of the controller you see in front of you, and I'm always going to show you in the camera which button I press. The general concept is that you always have a tool which is like linked to your controller. This is in this case the pen up here. Like you have to imagine it's sitting like on top of this part. So this is always, there's always a tool there. You can switch which tool it's going to be. And the controller itself has a number of very important buttons. The main button to toggle the tool usage, in this case you would just draw something. So this is like a pen. This is toggled by pressing the trigger button back here. You see it's like pressure sensitive, so it moves when you press it. This is, as I said, you can compare it to the left click when you use a mouse interface. Then you have these blue buttons. They don't have pressure sensors. I mean, they are not pressure dependent. When you press them, we call this grabbing. You usually move something or grab something it's here and here the same. You grab the controller, that is, you grab something. Then there's the menu button. This is on top of this huge pad, this one, which always opens the menu for you. There's the system button down here. You can use that, but you leave the application. This is like for toggling or for leaving the application and switching to the Steam system menu. And the most important part is, or where you have the most options, is this touchpad. You see the position of my thumb is like represented with this small ball, and what happens depends on where you press, and it also depends on the context. So the tool helps you when you have something, like when you're in a state, it's going to show you the options that you have. We get into this later when we cover the different tools, but this is the basic principle. So you always have a tool, you always have this for settings and actions, you have this to toggle something, and this for grabbing, the menu button for the menu. That's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episodes.